Hey gang, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I figured it's been a while since I put out a video, maybe not that long. But anyways, we've got some project updates happening in the shop. First and foremost, the most important project is my LTLS, which is pretty much done, about as done as it's gonna be. I got everything all together here on the stand. So all I have to do is pull the motor out of the car and take parts off that and put it on this thing, which is, believe it or not, hard enough to do because there's car shows every week and it's pretty hard to justify putting the car on the lift and letting it sit there for a week when it's running perfectly. Wives don't seem to be too happy for that for some reason, but anyways. Moving along. So here we go. Pistons are finally in. Got Brian Tooley racing head gaskets. Got the valve cover. The the lead kit is completely done. That's how it looks. That's how it's going to be. Like I said, completely ready to go in the car. Just need to take some parts off that thing, slap them on this thing, and then that goes in there, and then, yeah, make some horsepower. I got me one of these thingies to move a little bit more fuel because I think I have an AEM one and it's just about at its limit for what I'm doing with it, and I'm sure this new engine will make a touch more power, so I figured I would upgrade the fuel system. Next update I guess would be, I'm not sure. I've still been looking for another project car. I know I was talking about doing a station wagon for a while, but that seemed to fall through pretty quickly. And unfortunately, in Canada, everything's few and far between, and it's hard to find good projects that aren't completely rusted out. So I'm going to keep looking for that. In the meantime, the C10 is getting an upgrade. So anybody who's watched the channel knows that my cousin's 85 C10, we did an LS swap in it, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago. And since then, he has enjoyed it like day and night, consider from what it used to be, and he's so happy and he loves it. Now, here comes the interesting part. It's an LY6, it's bone stock, no cam, no heads. I think, well, it's got the 317 heads on it. Anyways, I have a set of 799 heads here, which I said, I'm like, hey buddy, I'll give them to you. I'm like, you just get the head gaskets and all the parts and stuff, whatever. But we're not gonna do that route. His argument was, and I quote, I wanted 350 horsepower. Sorry, that's completely wrong. Don't listen to that. He wanted 450 horsepower out of that engine, the 400 with the heads and the... So in his mind, he said, well, this LS only makes 365 stock and it's bone stock. You know, maybe I've been tuning it a little bit here and there. Maybe I squeezed a couple more horsepower out of it. But in his head, he was expecting to have a 450 horsepower engine. He's very happy with the LS. It runs great. There's no issues. So next project will be, we picked up this Vortec V3 for $1,000 just from a guy about 40 minutes away. He said that it just needs a seal kit and an oil change. So we are going to probably take off the dual plane, put a single plane intake on. We're going to keep the throttle body injection. And I think that we're gonna either buy a mounting bracket or make something to work with his truck. And then it'll be off to boost the C10 and we'll see what happens with that. I know that we drag raced a F250 last weekend with a 6.7 and he had the delete on it, he had it chipped, and this thing is quick. And just with a stock LQ4, it was neck and neck. So I'm pretty curious to see what this Vortec is going to put out, whether it's going to put out a lot or a little. I don't know. It's a V3. I did a bit of research on him. The guy had it on a BMW and said it would only put out about 7 pounds. So I'm going to have to see what police I'm going to get for this thing to try and spin it a little faster. I don't know. But anyways, that will be all coming to the channel very shortly. Going to get that sorted out. Get it on there, go do some actual testing because I didn't really do any testing with the C10. He kind of just stole it from me as soon as it was done because he was really antsy to drive it. So anyways, more of that coming. Get this engine in, do some testing with my car. I'd like to take some more ride-along videos because I haven't done that, but I'll get around to it. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all your support and subscribing, and feel free to leave comments if you got questions, and I enjoy answering them, and anything I can do to help makes me happy. So that's it for that. I'm off to a car show, and have a good evening, everybody.